welcome or welcome back to my channel and to today's video, which is another spread in my theatre journal, scrapbook, junk journal, whatever you want to call it. I'm not really sure what the best name for it is. This is the fourth video I've posted, so if you've not seen any of the other spreads I've done in my theatre scrapbooks before, then do make sure you check out the playlist and other videos up on my channel. But this one is particularly exciting because the videos I've posted so far are of my 2025 journal, which is an alphabet journal, and I'm trying to keep up to date with my shows in there as much as I can. But there are a number of shows I want to go back and scrapbook now that I've had this idea. And well, I saw many shows in 2024. I think nearly 50. So it is hard to pick which one to do, but Moulin Rouge was one of my absolute favourite shows that I saw in 2024, and the inspiration just struck to do that one, and so that was the one I did. I'm really trying with my theatre scrapbook to just lean into as and when I want to do things. It really challenges my creativity in a different way to do these spreads, so I feel like I just do them as and when I have ideas for what I want to do with the spread. So I will post them out of order. I doubt that bothers you. If it does, I'm sorry, but I don't think it will. I think it's really nice to see the spreads come together in the best way possible, which is what posting as and when I want to with these will lead to, which is great. I will have links to all of the things I use, so the journal, the stickers and everything in the description down below, but a brief overview of what we've got going on in this spread. So as always, my spreads are, where possible, centered around sticker sheets from Letters to July. Nish was my biggest inspiration for starting my own theatre scrapbook, so as always, a massive shout out to her. The music note papers I love. These are from Plannerface, and I do PR for Plannerface, so you can use my code CAT to save 10% on your orders and add my name in notes to seller to pick up a seasonal freebie. I think they're perfect for this spread, and they really mute out the red, and they also go really well with that giant Moulin Rouge sticker which I got from Redbubble. So I think that the colour scheme of this just works really well, and the couple sticker is also from Redbubble as well. The red heart pattern I just found from Google. I didn't have any other papers that I felt worked as well. I needed something in a very deep red, in a very lovey-dovey pattern, so I think this works. For the images, so the image in the bottom left I took when we were there, and then the top right is like a production image that's available on Google. The washi tape is from Journal Say, so I do have a big haul that I featured this in. I don't think it works, I'll be honest, because I have to cover so much of it up, so it's kind of just there in the background. You can see I'm messing around with it a little bit right now on screen. I should have put it over the images. It's on clear backing, so I think that would have worked better, but it does not come off, as you just saw. So I decided it's fine, I'll just leave it. The come what may, I think that's what it says, I'm far away from my screen right now, with the windmill is from the Stagey couple. They have a really cute art print that I destroyed, that I cut up for my theatre journal. And the playlist, the ticket and the stamp I make myself in Canva using templates that are available via Canva Pro, and I use those for myself, which I love. And the sort of ticket where I write the show in the theatre and the date and stuff is from Letters to July as well. So a little bit about the experience of seeing Moulin Rouge. So we went to this for my hen back in April, and when Moulin Rouge was announced, it was one of the shows that I was most excited to see. And I can't really tell you necessarily why that is. I have only seen the film once, I'm pretty sure. But the song, Your Song, I am obsessed with. It is one of my favourite songs of all time. We had it feature in our wedding. I think we walked out to it, back down the aisle after we were married. I really, really love it. I actually especially love the John Barrowman version. He does a really amazing version of it, but obviously the Ewan McGregor version is iconic as well. I prefer that to the Elton John version, but obviously, anyway, it's all great. It's all great. And, but yeah, I wouldn't say I really know the film, but I just felt like this was a film that would really work as a musical, and it does, because it's such a showy film. So it was always going to kind of work in that format. And we were sat up in the like upper circle, which I don't normally sit in the upper circle. I will try wherever possible to sit in the stalls or in the dress circle, so the sort of first circle up from the stalls. But because we were going for my hair and there was quite a few of us, we were obviously needing to navigate finances and what would be affordable for everyone. And to be honest, to sit where we sat, which was like row B of the top circle, it was still £70. So it was definitely not cheap. But they were actually really good seats. We could see so well. So that £70 was kind of justified in that sense. And the way that they've done the show is they have built up the stage all the way through the theatre. Like when you walk in, there is red and lights everywhere. I mean, it's breathtaking, to be honest. Like really, I was overwhelmed by how stunning it was. And you feel so involved in the show, even though we were sat quite far away. You just felt so like impacted by the show the like second you walked in the theatre. And they have some of the scenes happen higher up, like in what would traditionally be the boxes. So also we were sat nearer those. So that was an amazing part of it. And as you would probably expect, the performances were really, really incredible. We had, I believe, the full cast. I don't think we had any understudies, but I wasn't there to see any particular people in the show, which typically means if I'm not there to see anyone in particular, I'll get the full cast. And they were all absolutely amazing. It is high energy. The show opens with Lady Marmalade, which is just like, I mean, it's a high energy number in the film, obviously, but on stage, it's incredible. The choreography is really beautiful. It's just a show that is so worth watching. And I gave the show 5 stars. It's the first musical in this like theatre scrapbook series that is one of my 5 stars. This is a 5-star without question, because I would really give anything to see this show again. I would love for somebody else like who has seen it before or not seen it before to be like, Kat, do you want to go and see this? Let's do a trip to Moulin Rouge, because I feel like there was so much happening in it. I didn't even manage to capture everything. And obviously because I was on my hair and we'd had like quite a long day, there was quite a lot happening, and so you're sort of like always thinking about other things. So like I feel like I would just gain so much from seeing this production again. And also I think just like being able to talk it through again with people. But I remember in the interval, we got to the end and I was sat next to Anna from Plannerface, and Anna hadn't seen a lot of shows then. She's seen a few more actually since my hand, but hadn't seen a few, like many productions. And we just turned to each other like with our mouths hanging open. We were just like, this is just absolutely amazing. And my mum and I do have, you know, quite high standards for shows. We've seen a lot. I have a musical theatre degree and perform a lot, so you know, we've seen a lot of things, and so we have high expectations, and we were just completely bowled over by how amazing it was. Yeah, I don't. That's really all I have to say about it, because I I feel like a lot of people know the story anyway. It's very true to the film. So if you like the film, I think you'll like the show, because it is very true to it in that way. But I just think if you like a show that is a real spectacle, that's really fun, with very fun music, because it does have very fun music, and it has really modern music as well. So in the way that the film does, but it has a lot of sort of music that's been repurposed to be used in the show, like a jukebox musical. So I think that if you like that sort of thing, you'll also like this. I'll try and name some shows that I think are similar, in case you either have seen Moulin Rouge and want to see similar things, or you haven't seen, but you have seen some other shows and think you might like it. I think the closest one I could say is And Juliet, which is another incredibly high energy, has a lot of modern songs repurposed for the show, really amazing choreography, really amazing performances, but just you come away feeling like completely enlightened. So I think And Juliet is very close in that way. I think Cabaret has a lot of similarities because of the sort of like the storyline of the show is quite similar to Cabaret, but Cabaret is a lot grittier. So that's definitely a difference. Whereas Moulin Rouge, it has gritty storylines, but it is kind of much more like fun and high energy. I think they are probably the closest two that I could recommend for being similar. But yeah, I hope that I have completely inspired you to go and see this, because I feel like I would tell literally anyone. So in terms of the rest of the spread, so I, as usual, am writing the plot of the musical, which I just take a synopsis online on the left-hand side, and then my review on the right-hand side. And then once I finish that, I will be filling in the spread with little hearts and stars, because there were some hearts that came as part of the sticker sheet. And it's such a lovey-dovey show. Like, it would actually be perfect to see for Valentine's Day, I think, because it really, love is just so the focus of the show. So I sort of fill it in with decorations of hearts and stars. So we're coming towards the end of this spread. In terms of, if you would like to see Moulin Rouge, it is booking until, well, currently at time of filming, until the 25th of October. So still plenty of time, and I'm really hoping that it will get extended beyond that, because it's just so worth it. It's on at the Piccadilly Theatre, which is just by Piccadilly Circus, which is really well located for getting around London. It's just a very easy theatre to find. It's actually really near Crazy Coq's and the Brasserie Zadel's, which is a great place to eat if you're looking for somewhere very fancy, which it is fancy in London, which has got real atmosphere, kind of Great Gatsby vibes. That's actually my dad's favourite place to eat out in London. So I feel like I should really do a little sell for Brasserie Zadel here. But also Crazy Coq's it's a very, very small theatre at Crazy Coq's, but they do performances there, a lot of which are random music ones, but they also do musical theatre stuff in there as well. So might be worth checking that out. And I will at some point have theatre journal spreads which are featured in Crazy Coq's, because I have seen a fair few things there. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, I would really appreciate a like. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you would subscribe. In the description, I'll have links to all the stuff featured today, as well as my Instagram and my Goodreads if you want to check out any more content from me. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.